I'm going to tell you how to take your scrap yarn and make it into a rug. How you get to make your scrap yarn into a rug. Basically, get all your scrap yarn. If you're like me and you don't like make plushies or anything, you normally have type 4 yarn. And if you are also like me and don't want to spend an absurd amount of time crocheting a rug that you know you might not use, I'm using mine, but you know how some projects are, you're gonna take your yarn and you're gonna double it, triple it, quadruple it up, you know. And I had a lot of that Bernat baby purple yarn that I was never gonna use. I don't know why I bought that size. It's really small and I never crochet that small, so it was really dumb of me to buy that, but I found a use of it. So take that. I ended up doubling that up because it's so small, and I also used a regular type 4 gray yarn for the middle of my rug. So I used 3 strands and I used around an 8mm hook. And then you just go find a fun little tutorial that you might like, watch the video, then you make the rug. I personally used a star bag tutorial for my star rug because I felt like it would be cute in my little room, my little dorm. And I ended up liking how it turned out. Yeah, I just used that tutorial and I expanded on the rows until I ran out of yarn, which I kind of wanted to make my rug a little bit bigger, but that's what happens when you have scrap yarn, and I wanted mine to look a little uniform, so I just stopped where I was because I ran out of the baby Bernat purple yarn. So if you don't know how to bust your yarn stash, a rug is a good way to do it. And I was actually working on a rug a while ago. You can go find that on my TikTok if you really want to go hunt at the Hat Shack. But never finished it because I ran out of white yarn. I feel like a good way to get rid of your scrap yarn while also having a project that looks pretty cool is to pick a base color. Like any neutral color would probably work. So for that scrap yarn rug, I used white, doubled up with whatever my scrap yarn was so that I could change the colors, but it still looks uniform because I chose one color to go all the way throughout. So you might have to buy one more skein of a yarn to bust your yarn stash, but it's a win-win, so it don't really matter for real. I was making my star rug, chilling. It took me a day. I don't really know. It's probably a few hours. I was really dedicated to finishing that for some reason. I left my, I know why. It's because I left my crochet hook at home. That's like my go-to hook. I left it at home 5, 6, 7, however many hours away, and I can't get any, so I'm gonna have to go buy another one. But I really only have a rainbow loom hook and an 8mm hook, and I really wanted to crochet, so I ended up making a rug. Desperate times call for desperate measures. I made it work. Make your scrap yarn rug. Do whatever. Choose your shape. If you are a beginner, I recommend a square. Squares are awesome. You know, make a little bath mat. No, I don't know about that. Double check those materials and see if they should be getting wet, because I don't know if you should be putting a crochet rug in the bathroom. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. But you can make a cute little rug for your room or whatever. And you can also tie on tassels by literally just cut the stuff and you tie a knot on the end, and then you just do that all the way across and it makes cute little tassels. And I want to do that at some point. So once you make your rug, your finished product, you got it, right? So you block it. So I used acrylic yarn, so I used an iron to block my stuff, especially for something that has points like that. I would recommend blocking it with an iron or any type of steamer or whatever, because it's going to make it look better. So I can show you before and after for a video. Your project looks neater. It'll help the stitches relax. It'll make your project bigger. Overall, it'll just lay flatter, especially as a rug. Like, it'll just lay flatter on the floor. And it'll help even out your tension and all of those good things. So if you're against blocking, I'm gonna block you. Because why are you against blocking? You need a blocker. You don't need to, but you should block your crochet projects because it's awesome. And if you're using a natural fiber, you can use water to block it. But if it's acrylic, like polyester, I think, any type of plastic stuff, it's better to use steam. Yeah, once you block your project, then you take all of your braggy videos to show people that you crocheted a rug. You crocheted a rug because you're cool, and crocheters are awesome. Real short video, but I had to start the channel at some point. And I miss editing, and I miss doing everything. And all the other hobbies, you know, I'm actually about to make the little friendship bracelets. I'm always doing something. Let me know if you want me to do those types of tutorials or if you want more in depth, because this is really just me talking. Thank you for tuning into Kiralogues. This is Kiralogue number 1. If you have any suggestions, let me know. That's pretty much it. You can enjoy me literally eating my food. Also, appreciate my nails. Look, I did them for homecoming. Homecoming's over, but look. My bag just flew away.